What's up? This is Shifty from Crazytown, and you are watching PITCAM TV.
Hi, I'm Lena from PITCAM, and we're here today with Shifty from Crazytown.
Hello, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm wonderful.
Yeah, it's a shame that we didn't get to see you in Berlin, but we thought it would be worth it to drive all the way to Potsdam to see you guys.
Thank you for coming down.
I hope that Germany has been treating you well so far.
Oh yeah, no, we love Germany. That's why we made sure to stop by.
Okay, so yeah, if you want to maybe give a shout out to a special tattoo artist, maybe there's somebody that does most of your tattoos, or just...
Boo Boo Negretti. Boo Boo Negretti and Freddie Negretti are really good friends of mine. Boo Boo is probably the artist that I work with the most. He's like one of my best friends. And Shamrock Social Club in Hollywood. Mark Mahoney's Shamrock Social Club. Mark Mahoney's been tattooing me. I started tattooing with Mark. He started my back piece and did a lot, did the star on my neck.
the ones here, right? Or
no, those stars, actually a lot of them were just like, these were done at, actually, those were done at a tattoo convention many years ago. Oh. But, and actually I've redone them like twice. They were too thin the first time. Yeah. Then I had them fattened up. But, yeah, I mean, I've been getting tattooed a long time. I'm really, tattoos have gotten so beautiful over the years. Yeah. When I started, it was more like, I just want to fill up my body and like have sleeves. And
you can cover them up. I mean, covering them up now is so easy. I mean, if you ever wanted to cover.
Yes. Actually, I've done that a few times, but not lately. I've got work from some of the cool, Chris Carver, Mark Mahoney, Small Paul, a lot of really good artists, Frank Ball.
Is there anybody that you like to stay with most, like where you would go to more often than the others, or is it just like a back and forth?
Boo Boo's my
go-to guy.
Yeah, right now actually Boo Boo's doing my head. And I'm still like starting.
The
mandala.
Yeah.
I have a mandala, and then you just did this rose. I was trying to fill the head before I did this to her, and then we did this, and I'm doing a tiger over the side. Tiger or wolf? We're kind of on the fence, but and then Richie Bond is going to tattoo me when I get back in town, which he's like one of my favorite new tattoo artists. It's just ridiculous. Like his portraits and realism is just amazing.
What are you gonna get from him, or?
You know what? It's kind of like first come, first serve. Yeah. Right now, I'm going big with the tattoos, but hopefully, no matter what, I'll find room for Richie. I still got my whole legs. I haven't really done. I got a couple on my legs, but I love tattoos. I just got this one from. Is this the right? Shifty?
Yeah.
Yeah, Moto Man Tattoo. And Modolina, they're from Russia, and they're in Moscow. They have a tattoo shop on a boat.
Oh wow!
And it's really, really beautiful. And they're the coolest couple ever. Like I love them. We became friends through Instagram, and went and spent time with them. And they're like family. I love them. So I had him throw this on. He did it backstage.
Do you try to when you go to different cities? Do you try to get in touch with tattoo artists in those cities, or is it just more like a spontaneous thing?
I think I went by Tintin. Once I got some Tintin work. I never finished it really, but I did that. I try. I get. Like when we're in the States, I got that, like the Texas star in Texas. Yeah. I try to, I get them as often as possible, and Boo Boo has kind of been like going through. Actually, we're going to start redoing my sleeves and update them.
What do you want to do? I mean, maybe we should start with like one arm. Just tell us maybe what's on that sleeve or what you want to.
Well, I mean, this I drew a long time ago. My good friend Chris Hall did it, and it's my boy Duel from CBS. He did that. This was done by Mike Cobo. This was done by Manuel. It's my first tattoo. It's a little marijuana leaf that I did in a tent in Topanga Canyon.
How old were you when you got here?
My first tattoo was on my 18th birthday. My friends took me because my dad was very set and he's like, you can do it, but you're gonna wait till you're 18.
Yeah.
And I respected that. I caused enough trouble. I didn't need to throw that in the mix. But on my 18th birthday, I got that, and I just kept going with it. I love tattoos. My dad's an artist. I grew up around art. My dad
Did he draw any of your tattoos, or
No, but I'm gonna have him. I'm gonna do a couple of his pieces. He's he directed the movie for Ladies and Gentlemen, the Rolling Stones, and the artwork for that he did with a guy named Charlie White. That's just so beautiful. But basically, like, I was always into it. So when I saw that you could put it on your body, it was a done deal.
Yeah.
And actually, my dad hated it, and over the years, he's like, you know what? I actually am starting to like him. But no, he likes him now. He gets it. He knows that it's, I told him that if I was going to be a lawyer, I'd wear a suit. But I'm a musician, and this is my suit. Yeah. So I said, I'm going to go big. If you're going to do something, my dad always told me, do it right or don't do it at all.
That's true.
So.
And maybe tell us what's on this sleeve, or on the hands. Let's start on the hands.
I got West Side Crazies, which is when I used to gangbang when I was a little kid. West Side Crazies was my set. Still really great friends of mine, and they were like the most feared guys. And when I grew up, these were the guys that just caused trouble. And like, if you were down with West Side Crazies, you had nothing to worry about. Yeah. And I always seemed to run into trouble with them, but as I got older, me and two of my best friends got jumped into that gang. So I got that there just for fun. My friend Baba did that. I got Love and Respect, which I've done like 3 times, and they always come out.
Yeah, the fingers are kind of tricky, huh? I feel like it
fades a lot faster.
This one is Hang In There. And I actually got this with, have you heard of a girl named Ivy Levin? She's a singer. She's pretty badass. But me and her one got those one day.
Oh, so it's like a tattoo.
Well, no, she's just a friend of mine, and we went and got them, and we got little nooses, which meant hang in there.
Okay.
I got L.A., my hometown, a little broken heart, because I'm just that tortured artist, and a little cross, and then I have a Jewish star, because my dad's Jewish and my mom's Christian, so I'm somewhere in between. I got these, and then Tommy Lee bit me, and he went and got them when we were on tour with Methods of Mayhem. So if you look at Tommy's hands, he's got the stars too. I think he did his bigger, because of course he likes to go big. Devious, this is a really good friend of mine that I've been fighting drug addiction for a long time, and this is one of my really good friends who was a heroin addict that I helped get sober. So I went and got that. This I did with a cup. This one's funny. This we did with a cup and a homemade gun. It was one of my first tattoos. My good friend Nor did it. And then when I went to rehab, I put the CA in there, which is Cocaine Anonymous. So that was a rehab tattoo that we did with a pick. We did it with a pick. So it's
looks pretty good though.
Yeah, and then Clay Decker's done. He did. I think Clay did my dragon. And Clay's doing this snake that I've yet to fill in. But
And who's the woman?
The woman, Chris Hall, did this, and I love flowers. I like flowers. I don't know where my dad likes flowers. He always brought flowers for my mom and painted flowers. So I like flowers, and this is an orchid, and it's like my guardian angel. Chris Hall did that. The West Side. That's because I was from West Side Crazies, which goes back to this. That's where I grew up, my little neighborhood. And this is Crazytown. We all got these when we made a commitment to be in the band together.
Yeah, I was going to ask if you guys have a band tattoo.
Yeah, that's the Crazytown tattoo. It's I don't know if you can see it, but it's like a dagger.
Yeah.
And I got some butterflies. I got this one, which was actually a cover up right here. It was one of those things. She's still a really good friend of mine, but the girl that I wrote Butterfly about, Cynthia, who was like one of my first true loves. She's half Japanese and half German. And so I got this tattoo, and it said her name. But then I heard she covered my name, so I covered just her name. But I didn't want to cover this but people do that. And so I got, I'm doing my neck. No, the neck's the best part. I love it.
Really?
Yeah, the neck's sexy.
Everyone's like, that's the worst part to do.
Yeah, I need like a, there's something cool about the neck. I like, this is my wife's name, Ashiko. And I met her in yoga when I got out of rehab, and I was like I was going there to find myself, and I found her, and we've been together for like 3 years now, and she's pretty badass.
Congratulations.
So she's cool.
What about this one, the lightning bolt?
The lightning bolt is Taking Care of Business, Elvis Presley. So I went and did that, and we had to change. I was gonna do a different kind of lightning bolt, but then it was like on the verge of being like looking like the SS tattoo, a little racist. Like even people sometimes like get scared by this one, but it's all right. You know, that's how it goes. I like it. Don't get scared.
Is there any place that hurt the worst, maybe, or
I mean,
was it just all kind of?
I feel like the head hurts a lot. The head is kind of a trip. Not the whole head, but when it gets onto your forehead, right here, it's just like, you know, it's just like, it's not pleasant. And then, you know, obviously in here where I need to do a lot of color, and I didn't. That was me like, okay, we'll come back later and do that, you know. But normally, like, I only have a couple hours to tattoo, so we'll start something and then I'll go back. But now I'm into finishing them. I don't like to have half-done tattoos. Yeah. I think before I was just a little bit like all over the place. And I'm doing my back piece with Mark Mahoney, but it's not done yet. I'll show it when it's done.
And the stars, you said you got them, you had to do them like 3 times or something here?
I got them. You know what? I should know the guys' names who did them, and I don't, you know, but, you know, my excuse is that I've partied really hard and I forgot their names, but they were all really nice guys. And,
do you still like the stars? Because we were talking about that in the car on the way here. That like after everyone saw that you had the stars here, so many people started tattooing.
Yeah. I mean, last night.
He has it as well.
Yeah, right on. Yeah, no, I mean that makes me happy. You know that last night our fans were there, and there was girls with them. There was guys in the front row, and there's actually a couple guys that are my friends now through Instagram. They got all my tattoos. They have like literally like the ones down the side, the birds, and you know that's a trip to me. Is that people will actually be like, all right, next I'm going to get these two. Like they use me as their pattern, but you know it's cool. I love tattooing. I actually, I mean, you know, Boo Boo and his dad are getting me a gun. I'm going to start tattooing.
Ooh.
I figure when I get old and I can't run around stage anymore, I'm going to tattoo, even if it's just as a hobby. You know, I've been drawing my whole life. I'm a graffiti artist, so.
Have you ever done a tattoo at all on anyone, even just for like fun?
With a homemade gun, but I'm not trying to be like the tattoo artist. I'm doing it because I love it, and you know, I think it would be a lot of fun to learn and to do as a hobby. But you know, and I also want to open a tattoo shop. So, you know.
Everyone will go there to do the stars.
Yes, exactly. But, you know, I love tattoos. You know, there's my son. He doesn't want any. I think it skips a generation. You know, some sons.
We'll see. Maybe he'll.
Yeah, I told him, you got to at least get the stars. Yeah. But, you know, he's his own. You know, I thought for sure he'd want to get them. But my other son, I think, will want them. So we'll see.
Well, thank you so much for this interview. Would you like to say anything else to the fans, or maybe just to a specific tattoo artist? Or?
Well, I would like to talk about our new record. You know, we were gone for like 14 years. I obviously did some solo stuff, like with Oakenfold, and Brett was doing some stuff. But, you know, there was this friction between us, and we lost 2 members of the band to drug overdoses. And, yeah.
Wollen wir ein kurzes Interview einfach machen von 5 Minuten zum Album?
Nee, lass ihn einfach
zum
über den
Record? Separates Interview?
Weiß leider gar nicht. Ich lass ihn
Kannst du ja fragen, kann er das Album ein bisschen promoten, stellst die Standardfragen.
Would you want to put that in the Behind the Ink, or would you rather us want to start a separate interview where you talk about the album?
5 minutes about a new album. 5 minutes.
I mean, as you want. Do you want us to hang it on to that one or no, the other one? Okay. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So that way it'll be like, I mean, as you want, yeah.
You got it.
Okay, then we'll start as if we're starting an interview. Okay. Hi, I'm Leonard from PITCAM, and we're sitting here backstage with Shifty from Crazytown.
How are you?
Good, how are you? All right, so we're going to talk about your new album. Just tell us everything.
We have the first new record out that we've done in 14 years. It's the new Crazytown record. It's called The Brimstone Sluggers. I've been singing every night, so my voice is really, really raspy. We've been doing like a show every night for, 10 days now? Yeah. So, you know, you got 10 more to go. But the new record's out, and it's a little different from our other records, but we went back to our roots. We started as a hip-hop group. And so there's definitely guitars and everything on this record, but it was more so me and Epic, who founded the group. We got back together, and we had gone through so much. It was just about us getting back in the studio and writing again and being creative and learning to work together again. And I love this record. I think it's a great place to start. We're already starting the next record, and we have a lot of fans in Germany, and I just want them to go check out what we're doing and come to our shows. We're going to be touring over the next year like crazy. And
Yeah, we were wondering, like, are they going to come back?
we'll be back. We'll be back for all the festivals,
Yeah.
and we're relentless. We're going to come back. We made some big mistakes with our career, and we're back to fix them. So.
Are you guys playing some of the older songs as well?
Yeah, we're playing records from all 3 albums, so it's going to be fun.
Well, thank you very much. Congratulations for everything, and we, of course, hope for the best, and we can't wait till you come back to Berlin and play in Berlin.
I can't wait till we play in Berlin. All right, thanks.
So this is our bus. First thing you can tell is I'm not supposed to fit in buses. It's very, very low. But that's what keeps everyone running every day, the coffee machine. We have 3 fridges. You'd think they'd be full of beer, but they're actually full of our vegan tour manager's vegan food. So, lucky us. But we don't know what that thing is yet. But down here you can see the lounges where we've been writing music / trying to miss out on eating our vegetables.